Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. It is Monday, and let me say this to you. Happy Juneteenth for all of you out there. Hopefully, you are observing, celebrating, maybe took part in some form of an event either today or this past weekend. But I am so excited to be here with you today. Look, it's Monday. And what happens on Mondays? I'm live at 5 a. I'm live at 5 a. I'm live at 5 a. I'm live at 5. Come on inside of the StreamYard room. Happy Juneteenth. Hey, sissy, give me my red dress. Why don't you? Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you so much. Hey, Sherilyn, I see you up here inside of the mix. I think that's you probably saying hello. I'm not sure. And it's showing up as me because sometimes it be showing up as me and I be like, am I typing? I ain't typed nothing. You be scaring me, but I know it must be you. She said it's me. It's me. All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Juneteenth. Again, let's get into this conversation. I don't want to be an overcomer. Put it inside the chat. Sora, Julia, hi. How are you? I miss you dearly. We need to just have a fireside chat, right? Like just have a conversation offline some way, somehow, and just plan it. I'll reach out to you through Messenger. You can reach out to me. Let me know what your availability is this week. I would love to catch up. All right. So listen, I don't want to be an overcomer. Put that inside the chat and let's have a conversation about it. We live at 5. Let's get into it. So I know you might be thinking, Denise, I don't even like this statement. I don't even like this comment. I don't want to be an overcomer because, for so long, we're always told to, overcome certain things, strive to be better, strive to have a different mindset. Okay, Sora, you said I'm doing well. I would love it. Yes, I would love it too. So you don't want you don't want to, I don't want to say remain in a certain space, but when you hear overcoming, you hear overcoming a situation, an issue, or some type of circumstance in your life that you don't want to be in. And is anybody agree? If you agree, just say, I agree, I agree. So we're all having kind of like the same definition, working context when I say I don't want to be an overcomer. So what I mean by not wanting to be an overcomer, do you get that whatever it is that's happening in your life that you resist persists? Put that in the chat. Whatever I resist, it persists. Whatever I resist, it persists. Meaning, if you're trying to overcome something, 9 times out of 10, you're resisting that it's being there. You wish it was some way different. You wish it wasn't there. You wish you didn't have to deal with it. And what I'm saying is, being in that space, standing in the space of not wanting it to be there, is resisting it. And when you resist something, it persists. What's up, Tiffany? How you doing, Sister Tonsil? So happy that you are here today. So listen, put it in the chat. I don't want to be an overcomer. I don't want to be an overcomer. So here's where I would like you to stand instead. Number one, I want you to get that the things in your life that you may not approve of, that you don't like, you dislike, you may even define them as issues, circumstances, and situations. I want you to just let it be. Put it in the chat. Let it be. And what that means, I want it to have its own space, like it could sit there. You can even look at it. Like, I want you to look at it. Like, just imagine that you're inside of your mind, whatever issue that you're thinking about, I want you to just look at it. And when you look at it, whatever it is that you're resisting about it or that you wish that wasn't there, I want you to don't entertain none of that. Just look at the thing. Just look at it. Right? Maybe it's the weight you've gained. Maybe it's the money that you've lost. Maybe it's the job that you're in that you despise and wish you was doing something else. I just want you to look at it. Just go inside your mind, your intellect, and I want you to just, cop a squat, and I want you to look at it. And I want you to let it be. Like, just let it sit. No thinking about it. Don't try to fix it. Nothing. Just let it be. Because when you are resisting that thing being there, it creates a space of unclarity, of upset, of breakdown. And when you're in upset and breakdown, don't you know ain't no good thoughts coming? Don't you know there's no space for anything else to be available? So I want you to just think about whatever that thing is. Let it be. Number two, I want you to accept it. Put it in the chat. And when I mean accept it, I don't mean that it's okay. Because see, accepting things don't mean that you agree with them. But you can accept that it's there. You can accept that, hey, I gained the weight, I lost the money, I don't like the job. I wish my house was bigger, or I need a new car and I would like to be in a new car, right? Just accept it. Accept it. Just the way it is, the way it is. And I want you to wrap your loving arms around it. Like, just be like, okay, I get this. I get that this is just the way that it is. Because here's the thing that caused you to miss out on the blessing of why the thing is present anyway. When you actually wish that something was different than the way that it is and the way that it isn't, it makes you miss the lesson. And what happens when you miss lessons? They repeat. Because you're so ready for it to be gone, to be out the way, to move, for you to be somewhere else, for you to be dealing with something different, instead of getting the lesson. And what I'm saying is, just accept it the way that it is and the way that it isn't. And it will give you so much freedom in a space that you repeat it. Absolutely, Missy, you repeat it. Thank you so much for being here today. And y'all make sure y'all share this video. Share this video from my business page. Share the video. Don't share the video inside the group, because the only people that's going to see it is the people inside the group. I don't want to be an overcomer. Put it in the chat. I don't want to be an overcomer. You don't. Because you're regretting, you're resisting, you're wishing that things was different other than the way it is. And the only thing that can happen when you're resisting something is for it to continue to persist and to become more prevalent. And that ain't what you want. So number 2, you want to just accept it. Wrap your loving arms around it. This is the way that it is. This is the way that it isn't. And I want you to get this. There is nothing wrong with it. Put it in the chat. I know. Just because you don't like it, it don't mean there's something wrong with it. And that ain't number 3. This is just, there's nothing wrong with it. Just, there's nothing wrong with the way that my life is and the way that it isn't. This issue, this upset, this breakdown, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way that it is and the way that it isn't. And if you need to write that on a dry erase board or somewhere around you, write it down. There's nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. Number 3, once you kind of get the clarity that this is the way that it is, the way that it isn't, I'm letting it be. I'm sitting in my chair. I'm taking a look at it. And it's just like, oh, okay, so this is there. The weight gain is there. The loss of money is there. The unemployment or the career is there. Okay, I can look at this objectively, right? I can see that there's some other possibilities available. I'm not going to be an upset. I'm not going to be in breakdown. But what I'm going to do here, right here, number 3, is I'm going to make a choice. See, the power of choice is amazing. Even to choose things the way that it is and the way that it isn't is powerful. But as you are looking at something objectively, as something outside of yourself, like it has nothing to do with you, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you don't love yourself. Like, it don't mean none of that foolishness. So don't make it mean nothing. Remember, you're just looking at it objectively. You see that it's there in the space. You're going to accept it, and then you're going to make a choice. And what choice are you going to make? Hey, whatever choice you want. What is it that you really want to do with this thing that's present? How do you want to deal with it or not deal with it or create a new possibility? Because here's the thing about possibilities. Like, as soon as I say that I want to be an example for young people, do you get what rises up beside it is that I'm not a good example? Like, right there, the same moment. Whatever that good thing is for you, put it inside the chat. If you was to say that you wanted to show up in the world a certain way, how would you show up in the world? And whatever it is that you decide, like as a powerful Black woman, as a someone that motivates people, in the very same moment that you put that in there in your life, you can look and see things that don't align with being a powerful woman or being a great example for children. Right? Like, immediately, as soon as you see it, you're like, oh, that's a lie. I can't be that for somebody. Why? Because I do this, that, and that. And all I'm saying is, when you see things in your life that don't align with the things that you want to show up and actually be there, resisting it is not going to make a difference. Overcoming it is not going to make a difference. Don't be an overcomer. I want you to be able to accept things the way that it is, the way that it isn't, and then I want you to choose. Because it empowers you to be able to see the other possibilities, the things that's around, that's already available. Just as you resisting that thing, there's something positive, there's something uplifting, there's something that's life-changing that's right there along with it. But because you spend your energy resisting, wishing, hoping, praying that you were somewhere else doing some other thing, you're missing out on the things that you could be doing that will actually make a difference and move you forward. Do you get that? So my question to you is, do you want to move forward? Yes or no? Because you resisting it is not going to help you. It's only going to persist. Resistance is futile. Okay. Sherilyn is saying yes. She want to move forward? Absolutely. So stop trying to be an overcomer. Don't be an overcomer. When these things pop up in your life, I just want you to look at it, right? I want you to have peace, because peace is available if you choose it. It's a gift of the spirit, right? I want you to be calm. I want you to be able to have joy still. And the way that you do that is not to turn these little things, these molehills into mountains. I want you to just look at them, observe them, and say, okay, I see you over there sitting in the corner. All right, you got your seat. I got my seat. Now, the question is, can I accept you being in this space? Absolutely. I can accept you being in this space. The question is, how long do I want to share this space with you? And it don't mean me picking you up and moving you somewhere else. It means me moving myself somewhere else. Because the reason why you are here showing up the way that you're showing up is based on who I'm being. So if I focus on who I need to be, you ain't gonna have no choice but to move. You ain't gonna have no choice but to leave. You ain't gonna have no choice, because you're gonna start feeling uncomfortable. It ain't gonna be me. Do y'all get that? Put it in the chat. I don't want to be an overcomer. So look, you guys, it is Juneteenth. It is Monday. It is a new start of a new week. We are rolling through the month of June. It's almost time for us to do our quarterly recap. So get ready for that. But look, you guys, don't be an overcomer. Don't resist what's present in your life. What I need you to do is just let it be. Accept it, take a look at it, observe it, and then I want you to make a choice that's going to actually make a difference. Share this video, like this page, subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already, Denise Merriweather. Also, this page as well. Like and follow this page. Share this video with others, and I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for another conversation live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. See you then. I'm live at 5. Hey.